Jamal Crawford. Always love talking to him. Former NBA player, three-time NBA Sixth Man of the Year. You surprised by this news, Jamal, that KD wants to stay in Brooklyn?
A little surprised by it, but I'm happy with it because that's what they set out to do when they started this a few years back. So I'm excited it's working out where they're staying together.
Okay, what's this mean for Kyrie?
I think he stays as well. I
Okay.
think they say, you know what? Let's do it. We signed together. We wanted to do this in the first place. Let's continue on with this.
How well do you know these two?
Really well. I know both of them really well. I've known them for years.
Okay, but Kyrie seems crazy but calculated.
I think they're both really, really smart, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And they both, to me, are artists. They're two guys who, obviously, the game of basketball is first and foremost, but the way they play the game it's an art to it. And when you're an artist, there's always another canvas to draw or paint. And so they see things a little bit differently, but have so much respect for both of them.
Okay, if I said you could play with Kevin Durant or Kyrie, you had to pick.
Both.
No, Jamal, you only get one.
I want to play with both, DP.
You only get one.
I want to play with both. Well, if you're going to Brooklyn, you're getting both of them. They decide to stay together.
Well, do you want to play for Brooklyn this year?
That was the last team I played for. I think that would have been fun then, but I'm at peace doing TV and coaching my kids, so I'm good with that.
How would you change? Give me the approach that Darvin Ham can have with Russell Westbrook to make a difference or make him different to fit in with what they need.
Well, I think for their whole team, I think he'll hold players accountable. He's a champion. He's a guy who played in the league for a long time. He's no nonsense. He's a champion as a coach as well. So with that comes respect as soon as he walks in the room. So not just Russ, I think for the whole team, he'll demand a certain level of respect, and I think they'll respond to him well.
Yeah, but Russ has to change, right?
I think they all have to adjust a little bit. That's what happens when you get these stars together. There's always a little bit of give and take, and somebody may be giving up a little bit more than the other guys, but all of them will have to sacrifice at some point to make that ship work.
But I wonder, at a certain age, can you change? We've seen guys who become, Vince Carter became a 3-point specialist, or
right.
Jason Kidd. Can Russ be a defensive guy? Can he be coming off the bench guy? Is he capable mentally to go, I can sacrifice my ego?
You know what? I think Russ can do that. As you get older for anybody in the league, I think it's a little harder to adjust because you're stuck in your ways. But last year, I saw Russ in the dunker. I've never seen Russ in the dunker or playing on a team where he didn't have the ball quite as much. Obviously, when you're playing with LeBron, his gravitational pull makes everybody just defensively and offensively so great at it. But with Russ, I think he's willing to adjust, and I think he's a winner. He'll do whatever it takes to help them be a better team this year.
What'd you think of LeBron signing that 2-year extension?
I was happy for him. It seems like he really enjoys LA. It solidifies his future the next couple of years. And as a teammate, this guy's going to be here. He wants to be here with us, and I think that takes some pressure off for everybody.
You had your summer league games, the Pro-Am in Seattle, the Craws over.
Yes.
How do you get players to show up? How do you reach out for, inviting them? LeBron and company, Chet Holmgren's there as well. So how does that work? You got a party planner that helps you?
Right. You would think so. But at the beginning, it was more guys saying they wanted to come. And I would just, follow up with them and ask them. I always ask the kids in the community who they want to see. And when they tell me, I try to go out and get those guys. And it's amazing when they come, they see it's more than just a Pro-Am game. It's more than just getting a sweater, getting up and down. The kids and the way they react to them is second to none. A lot of these guys they've only seen, on TV, on ESPN, on TNT. And to see them in person makes everything realistic for them. But a guy like LeBron, I have to give a shout out to DeJounte Murray. He was behind the scenes working. Cuss the legend was behind the scenes working. And then LeBron, put that tweet out, you know what, I may come out there and get a run. And then it was madness from there.
What's it like when LeBron walks into the room?
It's like, it's its own thing. It's its own thing. Let me tell you a funny story. He was warming up, and our security is supposed to be protecting him. and LeBron goes to shoot, and the security tries to contest the shot. I said, we need to get security for security. This is ridiculous. So he just has a thing about him where everybody gets excited. So it was amazing to see. He had a great time.
If people don't think he's still the face of the NBA, they're crazy. All they had to do is see those people camped out in Seattle waiting to – I don't know how many seats you had in, and I don't know how many people you had to turn away, but it felt like they were there to see LeBron James.
There's no doubt about it. His excitement level that he generates, it's like its own thing. I see grown men turn into kids. You see kids just start crying and they melt. And so it's just amazing to see that in person. You know, I'm like, wow, like, because you see him as a contemporary, you know what I mean? Played against him for years as a friend. But to see people's reaction who have never seen him, and to see their reaction was just amazing.
Did you ever had a moment with LeBron that got embarrassed or you got angry at each other?
No, now we got angry at each other. On the court, you know, we always have had moments, but I've known him for a long time. I've known him, you know, for over 2 decades. So the relationship is strong there.
Do you have, I talk to football players a lot. We're talking to Jamal Crawford. Do you carry a grudge, or like a boxer, do you carry a grudge after you're retired? And, you know, did somebody hit you below the belt if you're a boxer, or did somebody cheap shot you in football? Do you have a grudge that you carry into retirement?
No grudges at all. You know, I kept those grudges on the court for sure. If somebody got me, I was going to try to embarrass them. I was going to pull out all the crossovers and everything, DP. But
give me the one. Give me the one that you got, that you did get him.
The one where I got him. There was a guy, I won't say his name, and I asked him for a pair of shoes when I was a rookie. And he said, yeah, I got you. He was a star guy. He said, I got you. And he never gave them to me. And I felt like this guy just lied to me. And every time after that, I tried to embarrass him. And I got him a few really good times. I won't say his name, though.
Did you ever get the shoes?
Never got the shoes, but I was okay. I got payback. I got a retribution. So I was good there. No shoes, though.
Let's see. Anybody want to guess who Jamal? Let's see. Paulie, what do you think?
It was his rookie year.
Yeah.
That would be what?
2001 season.
2000.
Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady.
Oh, it feels like Tracy McGrady do that to you?
No, he didn't do it to
Okay.
me. That's still a friend to this day. No.
Okay. All
right. Last guess, Kevin Garnett.
No, not KG. I love KG. Actually, no. I didn't ask him for something. One of my favorite players ever, but no, it wasn't Ticket.
KG yells at everybody, Jamal. He had to yell at you.
Yes, he yelled at me and I yelled at him. But he didn't know that I almost wore his jersey, even in the NBA, to the playoffs that a couple years later when he were playing the Lakers and lost, underneath my T-shirt because I love KG so much. So yeah, he yelled at me, I yelled at him, but I had admiration and love for him that was out of this world.
Jerry Stackhouse, that's who did it.
No, but you guys, I'm gonna give you a little tidbit. You guys were closer when you said the first 3 or 4 names. You were closer in that direction. But I'm not telling you, Dan. I'm not telling you. I promise.
Iverson, Vince Carter. Yeah,
No,
you looked
Vince
up to Vince. You love Vince Carter.
I bought the N1s myself, so it wasn't his shoe.
Kobe would have been 44 today.
Yes.
What comes to mind when I say Kobe Bryant?
Greatness. There's not a day that goes by that I don't think about Kobe and his family. It's amazing because he's always present. Whether it's his birthday, whether it's highlights, whether it's anything, you think of Kobe, and his effect and his fingerprints will always be with us. And it's just, and for generations to come, to see kids at the gym, 3, 2, 1, Kobe, and shoot a shot. So yeah, he's always with us. I think about him every single day, and he was amazing spirit, amazing person. You
still go back to that 81-point game. And I know that we feel like 100 is out of the question, but I don't know. Is 100 points in a game the way defense is played now? Is 100 out of the question?
It still feels like it is. It really does. But even with Kobe, I would have probably told you 80 was out of the question. Yeah. With the way you can load up in zones and everything, and he got 81. So I don't see it happening in this lifetime. I really don't. But you just never know. But even a guy that's just scorching hot, I think at some point they come triple team. Like, you know what? He's not getting this record. So he has to pass the ball.
Well, Jordan had 69, and I think he made 1 3-pointer.
And 18 rebounds that game as well. Yeah, he's from a different planet, and we know that. He's somewhere else.
But if Jordan comes into today's game,
yes,
is he Air Jordan?
He's more than Air Jordan. He's Air Jordan with even more free throw attempts. He's Air Jordan with even more space. He's Air Jordan with a futuristic looking game, even how it was then. So, yeah, he's absolutely solidified still Air Jordan. And he's Air Jordan with social media, which changes the game.
But you came to the Bulls there, so the aura that was, Jordan's got a cloud over the NBA, sort of like Tiger's probably going to have a cloud over the PGA Tour, like the Ali with boxing, a cloud over that, Gretzky with hockey.
Yes.
But when you came in, you're 20 years of age, so that aura that was still there with the Bulls, and Mike had, already been gone. Was it there? Like, do you feel it tangible?
I felt it a couple of different ways. So the first way I felt it was the games were still sold out and we were terrible. So they already had pre-bought tickets in advance because this guy was so great, right? And then just the fact, if you walk around the city, it was like the house that Mike built. Even hearing the announcer, call our names, I'd heard that so many times watching the Bulls. So everywhere he went, everywhere he wasn't, he was still there. Like, think about it. He's still, I'm sure, probably the best-selling guy selling shoes right now, and he hasn't played in almost 20 years. So, yeah, it's just amazing.
Yeah, it's weird that he was playing, had shoes, and the guys he's playing against were wearing his shoes.
Well, the coach he was playing with wore shoes. Have you ever seen anybody wear? I saw Phil Jackson wear a pair of Jordans while he was coaching Chicago. Have you ever seen that before?
No, I have not. Paulie, you got one more guest who Jamal has a problem with because that person promised him shoes his rookie.
This is our final guess. Would you tell us if we nailed it?
Probably not, but I would probably smile a different way.
Okay. All right.
Stephon Marbury.
No, it was not Steph. It was not
Darn
Steph.
it.
But you guys did a great job guessing. I can tell you that. You were warm. You were really warm.
And nobody wants to wear Starberry, so I can understand where it's not.
No, Starberry actually has Starberry. That's funny. Starberry actually has Starberries when we start playing together. And he told me his whole plan and everything. I thought it was a brilliant plan for kids that couldn't really afford them, for sure.
Great to talk to you as always, Jamal. Thanks for joining us.
As well.
We appreciate it.
Anytime. Thanks, Dan.
That's Jamal Crawford, former NBA player, 3-time NBA Sixth Man of the Year.